Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be diagnosing the problem with this Husqvarna mower. This is my personal mower. I was mowing the lawn and the engine just suddenly shut off and it will not start again. It has gas. Other than that, I don't know. So I decided to throw a spark checker on it and see what we get. Was there any spark? Let me take a look at the film. Well, I didn't see any sparks, so I think the coil is bad. That's pretty common on these mowers, where if the coil goes bad, it will start when it's cold and then shut off or not start when it's hot. So I'm gonna have to go hunt down a coil for this. Alright, I have a donor motor here. That has the same coil as the Husqvarna. This is from a Troy-Bilt TB110, and you may remember it from the Will It Start Marathon. I decided that that mower was not worth repairing because of the hole in the gas tank and the missing air filter and air filter cover. I figure it just plus the price I paid for it just really wasn't worth repairing. So it's worth way more to me as a spare coil for the Husqvarna all-wheel drive. So why don't we extract the coil from this? Alright, the first thing we gotta do is remove this plastic cover. I think that's 8mm. That's nice. The recoil is kind of all one assembly with all this plastic. So let's see what we got in here. I see that some weather has gotten in here. It's a little bit rusty, but there is the coil, and that's going to be really easy to pull out of here. So let me see what kind of driver we need for that and pull it out. Alright, it's a 1/4 inch. So I have a 1/4 inch socket here. There we go. And 2. And there's our prize. It's a little bit rusty, not bad. I think I'm just going to take a little bit of emery cloth and clean up the magnetic pickup part for the flywheel. Just a little bit, get some of that surface rust off. Alright, I think that'll do. Alright, here's the Husqvarna that I'm going to install the new coil on, or the new used coil from the Troy-Bilt. I'm essentially going to reverse the procedure I used to take it out of the old motor. I will, you don't need to see all of that. I will bring you back when I set the air gap between the flywheel and the armature. Alright, I have the old armature off, and I have the one that we took off the Troy-Bilt right here, and so I am just going to stick this here so, and loosely get the bolt started. And to set the air gap is technically between, the manual says between 0.006 and 0.014. So I'm going to shoot for about 0.010, and have a feeler gauge here, that's 0.010, and this piece of cardboard is a little bit thicker than 0.010, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this in here, kind of like a business card thickness almost. Stick that in there and kind of squish it up against it. And now I'm going to tighten it down. So, gotta get it squashed up in there. It's very close to 0.010. That's let's try 0.11. That's pretty snug. On that side, this side is not bad. Oh, will 0.12 fit in? That's very snug. And that's pretty snug too, so I'd say we definitely got within range. 0.13 doesn't fit in, so we're about 0.012, which is within the spec, 0.06 to 0.14, and that's all there is to it. Let me snug these down a little bit more. I'll put this back together and see if she fires up. Alright, here we go. I have no idea whether this is going to start. This is the first start of the season. It hasn't been started since last fall, or actually late last summer. So we'll see what we get. You know what that was? I forgot to hook up the kill wire, the grounding wire on the coil. Let's go do that. Maybe I'll just edit that out, or maybe I won't. Yeah, so you probably want to hook this up right in there. Actually, this is a little short. Ouch. I'm going to let that cool off a bit. So, it turns out that the wire is actually a little bit too short. When I look at the old coil, the pin, the grounding tab, is a little bit further up than on this one. Now the manual said, the parts list for the motors listed two different armatures that were capable of being used on this motor, one before a certain date code and one after. I'm guessing that I have one of each here, and they aren't 100% the same. So I'm going to go pull the wire off of the old motor and then put it on this motor. Alright, so here's the old motor. I hope you can see this. This wire, this grounding wire, goes all the way back through here and back to the engine brake slash dead man assembly back here, and it hooks into this tab. So all I have to do is kind of bend that back and carefully pull this out. Shaky cam. There we go. Like that. You get the idea. Let me go install that on the Husqvarna, and now we'll see if the engine will stop when I let go of the handle. So if you don't have a spare engine like this, and you find yourself short, these things are really not hard to make. It's just a piece of, it almost looks like 18, 20, 22 gauge wire or something like that, and a standard little flat connector in there. You could probably rig something up pretty easily. Alright, so I got the new wire in. Basically, I just threaded it through this little loop here, and then ran it down and along the path of the old wire, right up to the coil, and plugged it in. Perfect length. So let's see what we get now. Alright, start number 2. Alright, now it works like it should. So thanks for watching, and be sure to like, subscribe, thumbs up if you like these videos, and I'll see you next time.